Hey guys, welcome back to Paleo Hiker MD. Ernie here, and today we are going to do another ultralight backpacking video. Now, in my videos, you guys have seen this cat can stove, and I made a new prototype of it. The change that I made that I spoke about a little bit in the last video was making this, the height from the flame up to the pot, 1 inch. Hiram Cook's videos say that's kind of the sweet spot. And my other particular stove did not have that height. It was much shorter. So I decided to make a new one, and I decided to show you guys how to make one. In my opinion, this is the best, most efficient, lightest ultralight alcohol stove you can make. If anyone has comments or ideas on that, feel free to let me know. But in my testing, this is the best one. So stay tuned, and you're going to learn how to make your own cat can stove. Alright guys, so this is about as simple of a stove as you can get. First you need a Friskies cat can stove. I imagine these are made out of aluminum. I'm not 100% sure. Just get yourself one. Take the label off. Take the cat food out. I just fed it to our kitty. And there is one little area in here where there's a lip. Just push that down with a knife or whatever to get that flush. That's all you need to do to get this ready. Now, you will need some carbon felt. I bought this at Home Depot. It's a little sheet of it. You just have to look around in the plumber's area, in the welding area, something like that. Usually you can find these. You need a piece that is 7 inches long and 1.5 inches wide. Now you'll notice, because this is already made, some of this gets kind of crunched, but you're going to start with basically 7 inches by 1.5 inches in width. And last, just your standard tomato paste can. I believe it's an 8-ounce can, maybe a 6-ounce can, but it's just basically your standard tomato paste can. You're going to want to cut it, take both ends out. You're going to want to cut this to length at 2 1/4 inches. That's going to give you right about 1 inch of room between the flame and the bottom of the pot that you're using. So 2 1/4 inches. In the top here, if you can see, I've cut 2 notches, a notch right here and a notch right here. That's so that the alcohol can move up into the felt. And then up here, you can see, hopefully, I've got a hole here and a hole here that I just drilled out, and then you see it good there, a hole right here. You use a rasp just to file it off and make it smooth. That is so that when you put a top on here, air can come in first and foremost, but most importantly, pressure can come out, and the alcohol won't spill out over the side of the stove itself and create a big old mess. So that allows you to use this stove with the top as a pot stand without needing a pot stand, which is pretty neat. So now I'm going to show you guys how to put this thing together. It can be a little bit tricky. Basically, you're going to use this as a wrap, and you're going to wrap around the tomato paste can, and it should line up pretty much. If it's not quite there, it will stretch out, so just use it. And then you're going to want to just get it started in here, and then just kind of twist it. Just kind of twist it in like that, and it will pop right into place. Now, if you have this too far up, and you're going to want to get like a pair of scissors and push this in, this here will just kind of glow. You really want it to be underneath the surface here just a little bit. So with this, you can kind of push it in. You have, and like I said, in my opinion, now you also want to make sure, now I've trimmed this perfectly. It's pretty level this way and it's pretty level this way. So you want to make sure that it's level so your pot stands pretty level. And you simply put your alcohol here. You can take your pot, put it right on top like that. I'm going to show you guys in a second what it looks like. This thing is very efficient, and what we're going to do now is we're going to take 2 cups of water over here in my bot, and we're just going to do a little burn test since we built this thing. Show you guys how it works. Time how much 1 ounce of heat or methanol will burn in here, and how quickly it will get this water to a boil. So let me set up, and we'll try a quick burn test just because we can. All right guys, so here we are. We've got our stove. We've got 1 ounce of fuel. I'm going to pour that in here. Now what we've got is my bot. This is the bottle and pot together. What you can do, I've got 2 cups in there. You can just flip this over and that acts as a lid, so we're going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and light this up. Now one good thing about this particular stove is that it primes right away. As you'll see, it takes no time at all. So turn it on. Give it 1 second and there it goes. Put this on, put the top on, start our timer. The flame comes out the sides over here where the felt is and comes directly onto the pot. I'm not getting much in the way of flames coming off the sides and kind of inefficiency that way. And it really works very, very well. You can adjust it if you have it. I can see that I'm just a little bit to the side. If you just want to try to, you have to kind of find that sweet spot where you get the majority of the flame right on the bottom. So let's see what we get and how long it takes to get a boil. All right guys, coming up on 4 minutes, let's take a quick peek. Got some big old bubbles and this top is actually a little bit warm. All right guys, coming up on 5 minutes, I can hear some action in there. Let's see what we got. We are getting very close. Yep, and we are at a boil. We'll call that 6 minutes on the money. I'm going to go ahead and pull this off. And we are going to continue this burn and see how long it lasts with the 1 ounce of fuel. See if I can show you guys the pattern of burn while we're going. You can see how nice the burn is. All right, we're losing it. Now, even though it has a little bit left, I think we can pretty much call that about 10 minutes. We'll let it finish up officially. And we'll call that out at 10 minutes, 28 seconds. So let's talk about what we've learned and what I like about this stove. All right, guys, so I hope you guys liked that demonstration on how to make this really simple stove, this effective stove. I can tell you it's been just a couple of, probably maybe 2 minutes since the fire went out. You can pick it up. It's still warm to the touch. Certainly safe to pick up. This inner ring is steel. It stays warmer a lot longer. Now I can touch it, I can hold it, but it is something that I always think about is how quickly do these things cool off and how quickly can I put them back into my pack. I would say 5 minutes and this thing's ready to put away and you're good to go and not worry about the heat affecting anything. So basically, this is my favorite ultralight backpacking stove. How ultralight is it? We'll take this out. You guys can't see it. I'm lazy to move the camera. I'll just tell you guys that it weighs 0.8 ounces. Actually 0.85 ounces, I should say. My old one was 0.8 ounces, and I'm sure that the extra metal is what's causing that little bit of increase. But 0.85 ounces for an extremely efficient stove. It'll burn 1 ounce of fuel for 10.5 minutes, and which is a pretty long time in my testing with different stoves. You don't need a pot stand, which is really, really nice. Now I do usually use a small windscreen, but even without a windscreen, it's very efficient. The flames come straight up onto the side of the pot and it works extremely well. So this is definitely my go-to ultralight alcohol stove. The only negative is that you can't snuff it out easily, so you can't use reuse fuel. But because it's so efficient and it takes, as y'all saw, about 6 minutes to boil water, I'll usually use 3/4 of an ounce of fluid, liquid fuel, and it'll burn for about 7.5 minutes and almost always get my water to a rolling boil. So hope you guys enjoy this video. I think a lot of people talk about the cat can stove. I haven't seen a lot of videos on how to make it and how easy it is. So I appreciate you guys watching the channel. I appreciate everybody subscribing, commenting, all those things. Really exciting to see the channel grow, and just ask you guys to like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more exciting videos. It is blazingly hot in Louisiana. It's 104 today, and it's going to be about that for the next week. Needless to say, I am indoors. It is just dangerously hot. I did get out for a hike the other day, as you guys saw a video, but I was up and out in the forest by 6:30 and home by 9 because it is just so hot. But anyway, appreciate you guys tuning in. Stay tuned for more videos, and thanks for watching Paleo Hiker MD. Thanks, guys.